All right, here we go. Our first adventure and first port that our ship stops at is Nassau. Located in New Providence Island, this is the biggest city and the capital of the Bahamas. After breakfast, you have two options to choose from. You can stay on the almost empty ship and enjoy all the peace and quiet and the ship all to yourself with a few of the people that chose to stay behind as well. Or you can go explore the home to the busiest port in all the Caribbean, where there's up to 6 ships at any given moment and up to 30,000 people visiting this beautiful city, full of history, full of breathtaking views and beautiful beaches. Alright, and now it's time to take a little walking tour outside the port and see all the best and coolest things the city has to offer. What I have prepared for you is completely free of charge, besides the one pirate museum ticket if you choose to visit that. You will always be no further away than about 20 minutes from the port itself, and in the next 4 hours you're gonna probably see more than most of the paid tours that are moving along quite slow. I hope at least that deserves a like, comment, and hopefully subscribe to the channel. Our first historic stop is Parliament Square in Nassau. It's only a 2-minute walk from the port. You can literally see your ship from here. It's built by loyalists in the late 1700s and early 1800s. It's a historic site featuring colonial-style pink buildings, including a House of Assembly, Senate building, and the Supreme Court of the Bahamas, with the statue of Queen Victoria right in the center. The funny thing is, you gotta be careful when you cross the street because you're driving on the opposite side of the street. You gotta be careful which way you look first. The next historical and very beautiful landmark is located 10 minutes south from here, called Queen's Staircase. It's a walkable 66 steps. They were carved out of solid limestone rock by 600 slaves in the late 1700s to create an escape route from the fort above, which we're gonna visit later. Here at Queen's Staircase, you're gonna have the most memorable and recognizable pictures from all Nassau. Once you made it to the top of the staircase, you are going to make a right turn. In less than a minute, you will see our next stop, Fort Fincastle. It was built in 1793 by Lord Dunmore to protect Nassau from pirates. And have a few dollars cash on you for the entrance to the fort. Honestly, every day they change the price and they'll just take whatever you have. Moving on west a few blocks, you will pass the government house. This is where you know you're on the right path. There's a few expensive buildings, villas, businesses, the government house itself, a cute little park with stairs going down where you can take a few pictures. There's the government house and West Hill Street going to Heritage Village. And once you see these colorful, cute umbrellas dangling down over this tiny, narrow, full of culture street, you know you're at West Hill Street, otherwise known as Umbrella Lane. Consider this the heart of Nassau's culture. You can also explore the Graycliff Hotel and Restaurant, the oldest hotel in Nassau. Now keep walking down Umbrella Lane, and a few minutes down the road you're gonna walk past National Art Gallery of the Bahamas. If you're into art, you can walk and tour the place inside. Unfortunately, that day when we were there, for some reason they were closed. Anyways, you're gonna turn a left here, and only a few steps up the street now, you're gonna see signs for John Watling's Distillery. If you're like us and don't really like alcohol, there's still good reasons to visit this place. And this is the John Watling's Distillery. First of all, you finally get some shadows. Second, you can take a complimentary tour, which is gonna be about 10 to 20 minutes depending on the tour guide. Very interesting stuff. You're gonna hear history of the Bahamas, history of the distillery itself, and even see how they make that stuff. This distillery offers a free little tour, 5 to 10 minutes. Pretty interesting how they make this stuff. Also, you can have free alcohol samples surrounded by 5 churches and 6 cemeteries right next to it, if you're into that stuff. Alright, it's finally time to get wet and go to the beach. You literally cannot get lost here. You always know which direction the beach is. Just walk straight down West Street until you reach Junkanoo Beach. Junkanoo and Junkanoo, I've heard it both ways. Let me know in the comments which one's correct. But anyways, this beach is completely free of charge. Public beach. The cool thing is you can see your ships right there next to you. It's like a 5 to 10 minute walk to the port. There's many vendors, street vendors. You can buy all kinds of souvenirs and tchotchkes. There's food there. It feels pretty safe. Yes, it's a little crowded, but the further away from the port, the less crowded it gets. Totally up to you. And it's free. Our ship is back there. And now that you've cooled down in the blue Bahamas water, it's time to go back towards the port, towards our ships, through Marlborough Street and later turning into Bay Street. Consider these streets the more high-end, fancier parts for tourists in Nassau. Here you're gonna find restaurants, tourist traps, different stores, live street music, and many other things. Which brings me to my next topic, safety. Right now in 2025, when I filmed this video, the Department of State has issued a Level 2 travel advisory for the Bahamas and for Nassau itself. And if you don't know what Level 2 is, I quote, exercise increased caution. Okay, back to our walking tour. On your walk back to the port, you will walk past Pirates of Nassau, the museum. This is the only paid attraction in the guide I'm presenting to you, and the admission is $14 for adults and $7 for children. If you are in a pinch and don't have much time, just walking straight through the museum will take you about 15 minutes or so. But if you decide to stop at the exhibitions and learn about the history of Nassau and its pirates, it can take you up to an hour plus. Some of it was pretty interesting, and I think it was kind of worth it. And right before you step back into the port, literally single-digit steps away from the entrance, you're gonna see the world-famous Bahamas straw market. Everything that is made out of straw, like straw bags, straw hats, straw dolls, also t-shirts, magnets, keychains, and a host of other goods and services. Everything and anything that your tourist heart can possibly desire to purchase and bring back from the Bahamas is being sold here in ridiculous quantities to choose from. See, the straw market is here, and the port and the ships are right here, right next to it. And back on the ship, time to eat some food. Time to eat, once again, way too much food.